Hey guys, good morning and welcome to ASPOT Office Hours live help sessions. This is where you can ask your quick question regarding ASPOT and get live help. We also do live builds to show you how different ASPOT tools work in real use cases. For what we will be building today, we're calling it the Legal Consultation Assistant, which is we're building for law firms. Excuse me, guys. My voice is a little bit bad today, but yeah, so we're building this for a law firm. So the goal is instead of like dropping people into a static page, it gives them a simple, guided way to explain what's going on before they even speak to someone. So rather than users guessing what to write or just bouncing, between like page on pages from a website maybe or from a landing page, the AI assistant kind of like walks them through it. It asks a few smart questions. It helps like organize their situation, and that it also helps making sure that the first interaction is like way more structured and also useful on both sides. And also we layer in a few simple entry points, which is like a few channels like free case evaluation, know your legal rights channel, for more, that's for a more educational question, and also a consult with legal team path for people who are ready to move forward. So users can kind of choose how they want to engage with the AI instead of being forced into one flow. And honestly, the setup is super easy, super fast. I'll show you guys how to build this quickly. You can also do this for your clients across different industries. And let's go ahead and dive into that. By the way, you guys, if you have like questions while we're building this, you can like unmute your mic, or you can also type in your question. Good morning, Kat. Nice to see you here. If you guys like have any questions, Kat, if you have any questions, let me know, okay? For now, let me just go ahead and go to my spotlight. Okay. So I decided to make this as a spotlight instead of a chatbot. Actually, the first initial thinking of this was I was going to create a chatbot for a law firm like website, but I thought why not make it a spotlight, so we can make the entire thing interactive. You can also offer this as kind of like a business card for a lawyer or for someone working in a law firm. So that's why we are creating this as a spotlight, but you can definitely also like transform this into a chatbot if you want. So let me just get the name. It's called the Legal Consultation Assistant. Let's get that and click create. Awesome. So there you go. Now let's click inside and just start building it. So for the sources, let me just add a simple source of simple info about the business itself. So let me just add that. And then for the settings, let me just also customize the header. So first thing is their logo right here. Direct upload. So I got this logo, I think, from their LinkedIn page. So as for the title, let me just put this spotlight title right there. Also the question and the button text, and also the like button URL. And then let's add a link. First link that we will add is this one. And also the exact link. Then add another one. Practice areas, enter URL, and then another one. And also add another one for contact info. There you go. Okay, I did that right. So I did that wrong. So let's put that. Okay. Now let's head over to the profile page settings. So first things first, you can add media content in here. So you're not really tied to just one media. You guys, you can add more if you want. You can add photo, video, or you can also add media by using the URL option. Now for this one, let me just use the photo option, upload that. Oh, okay. So invalid image type, please upload. Okay, I think I had the wrong image type. There you go. This should be working. All right, great. And if you have like different media aspect ratio, feel free to select between here, depending on which one looks best. I think I'll use this one. And also now let's head over to the profile description. So for this one, let me just enter our profile description. Full service law firm provided the assistant helps you prepare for your consultation by gathering key information about your legal matter, ensuring our attorneys can deliver focused, effective guidance from the start. Awesome. Now let's add a few social media links that we found online. So we found that they have a Facebook also, and also LinkedIn. And let's do YouTube also and save that. Awesome. Okay, so now that we have the profile already set, let's head on to the chat section. You can also enable the voice chat, especially if you're using OpenAI. Feel free to use the voice chat. And then we just enter the initial message. So we're just trying to like welcome them to the spotlight, and then what the AI assistant is for, and make sure that's saved. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me just get my water. Give me 1 second. All right, got it. So now let's move on to the customization section. So first thing is head on over here. I believe I already have a custom theme set for this. 1 second. Um, don't think that aligns with the branding. So I'm trying to find one that aligns with the branding. There you go. And let's make sure that's saved. So this is how our spotlight will look like. Now let's head to the AI config. So, we all know that the prompt is very kind of like in depth, especially for AI assistant like this. So we're trying to kind of like make it so smart by adding prompts that is um related to what the goal of the spotlight is. As you can see, first part of the prompt is to like describe what the AI's job is, and also some of its core responsibilities. So it must be able to ask questions to understand the user situation, and then identify the relevant practice area, determine urgency and important timelines, and then collect a few facts. So who, what, when, where, and supporting details. It will also be able to help users organize their situation clearly, suggest documents or information before that they can prefer for the consultation, guide users toward booking a consultation using the provided link. So we'll add that later. And then a few important limitations. So the AI must not provide legal advice or make legal conclusions or guarantees, and then confirm whether the user definitely has a case. So it cannot do that also. And it must be adding a disclaimer. So it must use that naturally whenever it's discussing case evaluation or rights. It would kind of like say something in this sense. And next, you have your free case evaluation flow. So this one is basically a channel that we will be adding. So when they click on that channel, they'll be going through the following like flow questions. So the user might ask, do I have a case? Can I sue? Something like that. And then it will initiate a guided evaluation flow. And also, here are the steps that it should follow for that flow. And next is you have your know your legal rights mode. So we will also be adding another channel for their like for a like it's kind of like an educational kind of channel. So if they want to ask like what are my rights, is this legal, can my employer do this, what protections do I have, the AI would provide educational information only. And then it will also provide this like disclaimer: I'm not a lawyer, but an attorney at Einhorn Barbarito can review your specific situation and provide advice tailored to you. So now with that, the AI is also able to advertise or guide the users or push the user to booking consultation with the law firm themselves. So there's your consultation preparation guide, the tone, and also the tone and style that the AI will be using. So let's just make sure that's saved, and let's use the 4.0 and make it smarter. Okay, so now let's head on to the channel section. All right, so for the channels that we will be adding, as I mentioned earlier, we'll be adding a free quiz evaluation channel. Make sure the status is toggled on, and the response the user would get. Okay, so we will leave this empty so that we can get an AI generated response. And also, we will be adding another channel for the Know Your Legal Rights. And once they click on that, the AI will be able to educate them regarding anything, with their legal concern. And then the last thing that we will add is also a form. So if they want to book through this AI, they can do that by completing a lead form channel that we add. Let me just show you guys the lead form channel that we will be using for this. Okay, so this is exactly how it looks like. So consult with Einhorn Barbareto, need legal help, fill out the form below to consult with us. So it will be asking for their full name, email, contact number, preferred date and time, and then they must also be able to kind of like provide a little bit of context about their legal problem. So with this lead form, you can actually set up like a mail automation, and then you'll be notified each time someone completes this form. If you want, you can like if you want, you can also set up an automation and like kind of like have the client be notified every time a lead comes in from this form, or every time someone completes this form. You'll also be able to like see all of the collected user info in here. You can do a quick export of it also if you want. And also, provide that to the client. But this is the exact form that we will be using. So let me show you guys how to insert this into the AI. Okay, now let's go back to our spotlight and go back to channels and click on add channel. Thank you for that, John. And also let's use the add form channel. And then for the title, so this is the button that they will see, consult with our legal team. Now let's select the form that I showed you guys earlier. And we will not make it as a primary, because if it's a primary, that means it will kind of like mandate the form. So when you open the spotlight, when you first send your chat to the spotlight, it would kind of like pop up a form, and then it would collect your info, and you won't be able to chat with the AI unless it was able to collect your info. So let's make this completely optional. Now let's click create. So consult with our legal team, start free case evaluation, know your legal rights. Sorry about that. And let's save. Okay, so now it's time for testing. Let's do a preview. So this is how the spotlight looks like now. Um, let's try filling out the form. See how that looks like. Okay. I'm sorry, full name. Okay. Say so the full and also just say March 27 p.m. um our just put that and click submit. Okay, there you go. So now that info will go over here to this section. So you'll see all of the collected data also on your Spotlight, or if you want, you can also go to the lead forms itself, and you'll be able to collect all of the data from there too. Now um, let's just try chatting with the, let's try this, start free case evaluation. Okay, so welcome to free case evaluation process. To better understand your situation and prepare for a consultation, I'll ask you a series of questions. Let's get started. So it's ask us a series of questions. Let's just respond. Okay, there you go. Okay, so as you can see, it was able to provide a few details and also what to prepare for a consultation. And it also like pushed us towards scheduling a consultation with the law firm itself. So it also was able to provide the disclaimer that we added on the prompt earlier. So I think overall our spotlight is working. It looks great. So yep, that's pretty much the setup. And it's nothing that's super complex. It's really about structuring the experience and to make it a little bit better and giving users a clearer way to engage. So it can also get way more useful input from people um, through this, and also the conversations can tend to start at a much higher level instead of like going back and forth with the trying to figure out the basics. So this is also super flexible. You can adapt this for any other niche too. So that's it. That's the legal assistant consultation. So if you have any questions, feel free to put that in the chat, about this build, or if you're building something as spot, feel free to put that in the chat section or unmute your mic also. That's fine. Let me go and also do a share of this spotlight and put that spotlight. Okay. Okay. There you go. So I just put that in the chat section. Any questions at all for today's live help session? Very slick, Kim. Which AI help you? Sorry. Which AI help you build that detailed prompt? It is actually my Spotlight builder. Let me just give you guys a copy of this custom GPT. If you don't have it yet, you can use this. But if you've been um collaborating here with us. You guys are aware that I am using the custom GPT when it comes to building this, so to build everything much, much faster. So here you go. Spotlight Builder. So that's a custom GPT that I'm using for building all of these spotlights along with the prompt itself. So it's trained on how, prompting works inside Aspot, on how the spotlight setup is inside Aspot. Can we build both spotlight? Has a question. Can we build both spotlights and AI bots for the same client website? Yep, definitely you can do that. Yeah. Wait, let me think about how that will work. So yes, you can like insert a spotlight into a client's website, and then you can also embed the AI like chatbot also to kind of like make it like an assistant for Q&A, right? So yep, you can do that. Can you include a self-booking at the end and include the info they provide? Hmm, let me think about how that would work, John, because right now, the way it works is that the AI is like a conversational assistant. So basically, it's just, a legal consultation assistant and not a booking assistant. If you would like to lean towards the AI handling the booking, I would use the flow builder for that. Because with the flow builder, you can collect a couple of questions. And then at the end, of like at the end of like the flow, you can enter or connect a calendar. You can use 1 second. Let me check the calendars available on our flow builder. Let me just open that up 1 second. I think you can use, oh yeah, go high level, Calendly and Tidycal. So you can connect their booking calendar and just, um, basically they can book directly from the AI instead of like having to redirect them to another booking page for the client. So that's also one thing that you can do for this, John. Any other questions on this? Thank you for that, Don. I must have missed your custom builder. Thanks for that useful tool in the build out. You're the best, get better. Thank you so much for that, Dawn. And yeah, I am drinking my meds, so I'm feeling a lot better now. It's just the voice hasn't gone back to normal. Hopefully by next Tuesday it will go back to normal. But yep. If you guys don't have any questions, if you need any help building something, you know where to find me. You can send me an email to support@aspot.ai. Thank you guys so much for joining this Thursday's live health session. I appreciate you all and have a great day. Bye bye.